Oh no. Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I didn't turn on captions. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hanging out for a little bit. This Smokey Robinson situation. I just saw this as I was randomly scrolling, and there's a huge $50 million lawsuit. He's considered a Motown legend, R&B singer, writer, soul singer. Just let your soul glow. He's a legend in the thing. And this guy, I mean, how old is Smokey Robinson? Smokey Robinson. Damn, man, they're trying to take everybody. He's 85 years old. What are you going to do with this guy? He's 85? Bro. Oh, no. 85 years old. What are they going to do with this man? I guess they're trying to take him before he passes. Trying to take whatever he has before he goes. Oh, it's the perfect time. I don't want to deal with this shit. At 85, I ain't got time to deal with this shit. What in the heezy? Smokey Robinson. Yeah, I saw the India-Pakistan attack. I thought about covering. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. Figured in the meantime, I'll cover this just for a little bit. There was a press conference. We're going to watch it. And some people say they would have never thought this guy could be accused of such things, but I guess anybody could be accused. Oh, he got the earrings. Go, girl. Oh, shit. The hoop earrings, too. All right, I see you. Not be old school. You can't say you didn't see this coming. Don't put these people on a pedestal. Oh, Lord. Smokey Robinson, come on, man. 85 years old. I ain't got time for you motherfuckers. What they trying to say, the new Bill Cosby? Hey. All right, so let's take a look. They had a little press conference. Let's just check it out. See what's going on. Yeah, there's war going on in Pakistan. Pakistan, man. India attacked Pakistan, right?
There's one appearing remotely.
Oh, sorry. Let me start from the beginning.
Herbert Hayden with the firm of Harrison Hayden. 3 of our 4 clients are present here today. They've been identified as Jane Doe's. There's one appearing remotely who you can probably see on the screen. Also is Miss Guzman, who's interpreting for us today. This is to announce that earlier today in Los Angeles Superior Court, we filed a complaint against William Smokey Robinson Jr. and his spouse, Frances Robinson. The principal causes of action against Mr. Robinson, in particular, are sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, gender violence.
What the heck? What's gender violence? Is that something new? Gender violence. Isn't all violence gender violence? What the heck? What's gender violence?
Creating a hostile work environment.
Are there non-genders that you can do violence to? So there's non-gender violence and then there's gender violence?
Obviously, these ladies are identified in the lawsuit as Doe's, Jane Doe's 1 through 4, to protect their privacy, since the lawsuit involves sexual misconduct of the worst sort.
Oh, boy. Next is human violence.
We're seeking damages of $50 million.
Wow.
Obviously, no amount of money can compensate these women for what Mr. Robinson subjected them to.
Robinson needs those Diddy lawyers. Not Diddy, Sean Combs lawyers. Sean Combs shut him down, that Busby guy.
But given the gravity of Mr. Robinson's despicable and reprehensible misconduct that is further detailed in the complaint, this amount is clearly warranted. Our 4 clients have a common thread. They're Hispanic women
Oh, is that what that is, Tammy?
who
Thank
were
you.
employed as housekeepers
I didn't know that.
by the Robinsons, earning below minimum wage.
Well, so he's, wow. Housekeeper. So they're saying it's housekeepers he had earning below minimum wage. Oh, okay.
As
Is it Spanish I'm hearing?
low-wage workers in vulnerable positions,
Oh, shit.
they lack the resources and options necessary to protect themselves.
Oh. Are they, I wonder, they lack the resources. Is he just talking financial or are they illegal? But here's what I'm wondering too. I know maybe it's probably a stupid question, but can an illegal person sue somebody in America?
From
look
sexual
that up.
assaults
Probably
throughout
not, right?
their tenure as employees for the Robinsons. Let me briefly summarize each of their individual claims. I repeat, I will not describe the details of the sexual assaults and rapes because they're too graphic and disturbing for this news conference. But you can read them in the complaints that we have provided with many of you today. Let's talk about Jane Doe number 1. She worked for the Robinsons for a little over a year, from January 2023 to February 24. Mr. Robinson first sexually assaulted and raped her in March of 23, as detailed in the complaint. What he would do was summons her to his blue bedroom, which you'll probably be hearing about later on. After having just showered, he would come out of the adjoining bathroom naked and proceed to force her to have sex with him against her will. He sexually assaulted and raped her in this manner 7 times.
Man.
She quit in February 2024 because she could no longer endure these sexual assaults. Jane Doe number 2.
She quit in 2024?
Sexual assaults. 2024 because she could no longer endure these sexual assaults. Jane Doe number 2. She worked for the Robinsons from May 2014 to February 2020. Smokey Robinson's modus operandi was somewhat different with her. He would ask her to meet him in areas in the home where there were no cameras. There were 2 such places or areas in their Chatsworth home. The garage and the laundry room.
Sorry, guys. Let me rewind that. Sorry about that.
In their Chatsworth home. The garage and the laundry room. When she would meet him at this location, he would immediately begin to sexually assault and rape her, causing her excruciating pain.
Sounds like there's like a translator there.
He sexually assaulted and raped her in this manner 23 times.
Jeez.
She was forced to resign because she, too, could no longer endure Mr. Robinson's sexual assaults.
I wonder why stay there, though. I mean, was she afraid? Was she living on the grounds? Why stay there after that, you know?
Jane Doe number 3. She worked for the Robinsons as a housekeeper from February 2012 to April 2024. Her story is quite similar to the others. Mr. Robinson would call her into his blue bedroom where he would sexually assault and rape her. This occurred approximately 20 times. And like the others, she quit in April of 2024 due to the repeated sexual assaults against her. Jane Doe number 4. She worked the longest as the housekeeper for the Robinsons, from October 20, 2006 to April 2024. He raped her in 3 of their homes, namely the Chatsworth home, the Las Vegas home, and the Bell Canyon homes. He had a preoccupation of fondling her breasts and touching her all over her body against her will. She too quit in April of 2024. The obvious question that one will ask, and I suspect most will, why didn't they report Robinson's criminal misconduct to law enforcement or go public before now? As I said before, these women were all low-wage earners living from paycheck to paycheck. They all feared missing a payday and not being able to pay their rent or buy food for their families. And also, Smokey's Robinson celebrity status intimidated them and all made them feel powerless. I want to add that these 4 women were afraid of shame, familial humiliation, and embarrassment. The stigma that still exists in some cultures that unfortunately blames a rape victim for the assault perpetrated against them. And having to tell their husband and children of these despicable acts against them left them overwhelmed with shame and embarrassment. So throughout their dreadful experiences with Mr. Robinson, all 4 women remained silent because many of them worked at the same time. Too embarrassed to reveal their assaults by Mr. Robinson to each other. Once they broke their silence, an avalanche of emotions began to flow between them. Hence, they're all here today. These courageous 4 women have collectively decided to come forward and share their experiences of being sexually assaulted by Mr. Smokey Robinson and stand up for their rights, as well as the rights of other women.
Damn, bro. Lord Almighty.
Particularly those that may be victimized by him in the future. We believe that Mr. Robinson is a serial and sick rapist that must be stopped.
Wow. Damn.
We further believe that these 4 women's testimony as to Mr. Robinson's sexual assaults and battery against each of them will be unassailable and compelling. Our clients, these 4 courageous women, want and demand justice for themselves, and the filing of this lawsuit is the first step of their journey to achieve that objective. Thank you.
Damn. They can take questions or no questions?
Hello, my name is Herbert Hayden. I just want to echo some of the sentiments that you just heard from my partner, John Harris. We want to applaud our clients, these 4 women, for the courage that they've demonstrated since they've retained us as their attorneys to bring them justice, to bring to light what they have endured for countless years until they decided that they'd had enough and left the employment of the Robinsons.
So they were all employed by him, and they're saying that he was R-ing them. He's 86 years old right now. Wow. That's what they say. 86 years old? Damn. I wonder what this guy's got to be thinking right now. What is he, in a wheelchair? Hold on. What is this? No, it's not a wheelchair, right? Oh, no. Wow. And oh, man. They claim his wife didn't do enough to protect him. His wife?
So with that being said, at this point in time, I'd like to take your questions regarding the case.
Each accuser claimed that they didn't report the alleged SA out of fear of losing their livelihood, public embarrassment, shame, and humiliation. They included Frances in the lawsuit, alleging that she failed to take the appropriate corrective actions to prevent Robinson's alleged advances. So they're saying, too, that the wife... Is that who the wife is, Frances? They're saying his wife. Yeah, the wife is included in the lawsuit. How old is the wife? Now, what is she, 90-something years old? Smokey Robinson's wife. Wife age. How old is she? That's what I want to know, too. On her 50s. Okay, I see what he did. All right. Frances Gladney, interior designer. Oh, okay. So they're saying that she knew and she didn't do anything about it.
We'll go right here with the...
What the hell is that? What the... Wait, that's not a victim, right? Is that a victim or is just somebody... What is that?
We'll go right here with the...
I just want to... What brought these women together? Did they share their stories together?
Maybe that's a victim. She's trying to hide her face.
Overlapped. Did they know what was going on?
Well, he said they were all virtual. I don't know.
Did that
Somebody...
cause them to say, wait a minute,
bro,
this isn't just happening to me. We can come together as a group?
I don't want to get too much into the particulars of the initiation of the lawsuit. Obviously, the women all worked together. Some of their shifts did
maybe she
overlap,
wants to hide her appearance is what it is because she's Jane Doe.
There was a common thread between them that led to the filing of the lawsuit today. For any further questions, I direct you to our email address, press@harrishayden.com.
Can you talk about Frances Robinson's role in the alleged misconduct, what she did and what she is accused of?
Well, I think that the complaint speaks for it in great detail. We believe she was aware of the misconduct by her husband, Smokey Robinson, and that she used their status as well as our client's reliance on their living wage in order to keep them in check. And so we believe that, among other things, is what brings Ms. Robinson into the case.
Do you expect that they will be filing charges with the, will they file complaints with the police as well so that they can investigate this as a criminal matter?
We have not been contacted by the district attorney's office.
Yeah, it's be interesting to take it criminal.
Yeah, obviously, we're more than happy to cooperate as best we can.
But does a police report though have to be filed by the women in order for the DA to then proceed?
Well, again, no police reports have been filed by our clients as of yet, given their fear of having done so.
But where do you stand on that? Do you want your clients to file a police report now that they've retained you as their lawyer?
Sporn total.
I think that's something that we need to discuss
show
with our
business.
clients
Shaniqua, I tried you, show business.
we cross that path.
I saw the biz at the end. I don't know why I call you show business.
Don't you feel like this is something that law enforcement should investigate?
Well, I do think so. Yes, I do.
He's like hesitant. Like, don't you think this is something law enforcement should investigate? Yeah, I do. I guess, yeah. What the?
Jane Doe 1, 2, 3, and 4, obviously not their names, but just who is who?
I'll let
No,
Mr. Harris.
we're not inclined to identify them as such and help in that regard. We want to maintain their privacy. And for that reason, we don't want to say who's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You guys are good at what you do, and it wouldn't take long to figure it out.
Our purpose is to identify.
Okay, understood. But we're going to keep them anonymous as possible to ensure their privacy.
You mentioned their status being used against them. Are the women undocumented, and were they specifically threatened?
Perfect question. That's what I was wondering. Are they undocumented?
Their legal status?
So That is not an allegation that we're making. We believe that the fact that these
Wait. Say it again.
against them.
Their privacy.
You mentioned their status being used against them. Are the women undocumented, and were they specifically
That's a perfect question.
threatened with their legal status?
So that is not an allegation that we're making. We believe that the fact that these women are Hispanic, they come from cultures that sort of demonize the accusers of rape and sexual assault, that that stigma was used against them by the Robinson. Obviously, the employer-employee relationship had a big factor in that as well.
But you won't comment on their immigration status?
Not at this time, no.
I do have a specific follow-up to that question. So in the complaint specifically, it says that one Jane Doe feared obviously losing their livelihood, familial reprisal.
That might be a victim. Maybe I guess they're all wearing masks, I guess. I know somebody appeared via Zoom. Maybe this other lady here on the side that we just saw, she's one of them. 1, 2, 3. I forgot what they said in the beginning. The lady that's completely... That's to hide their appearance, I guess.
Livelihood, familial reprisal, to also include the possible adverse effect on their immigration status. So you just said that you weren't claiming that. Can you clarify that?
Well, I think...
Yeah, he didn't answer directly. Their legal status. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what we mean by that is that obviously within the Hispanic community, particularly in this climate, there is a fear of reprisal based upon any insinuation that there is an immigration issue. So
why? Why is there fear? I'm not afraid. The only reason to be afraid is if you're not here legally.
I think that speaks for itself, and they're
he doesn't want to answer directly. That's what it is.
Hesitant.
So if you're not documented, you can sue people. What is that? Is that how it works? Let's see.
To come forward?
Correct.
Have you been able to obtain any photos or videos of any of these allegations taking place? I know that for one of the women, the allegations took place in 2 places. You said.
No way, that doesn't make any sense. Again.
But it sounds like for some of the women, took place in places where there are cameras. The blue bedroom.
Yeah, we do have evidence, although we're not sharing it at this.
Yes, an undocumented person can sue someone in the United States. Wow! The legal system generally provides access to the courts for anyone within its jurisdiction, regardless of the immigration status. Bro, okay, the come up, man. Shit, yeah, I'm going for a better life, whatever. I'm going to get in this bitch. Wow.
We will probably later in the proceedings, but we do have evidence of some of the misconduct.
That's crazy.
Form of videotape?
I'm not going to comment, but we do have evidence.
Have you heard at all from Mr. Robinson himself? Has he responded to the complaint or any of the allegations?
No, we haven't.
Can you clarify the additional does, the 1 through 25, what that refers to?
They can sue you. I
That's
just looked it up.
common
Yeah, if you look it up because I didn't believe it. Look up if an undocumented or illegal person can sue you. It says yes.
Practice if more people come to light. It's just protecting the lawsuit in that regard. If we
Shit, I come here, I trip and fall everywhere. Shit, yeah, I fell today. Oh, help me.
learn of other people that should be named.
I know that one of the women had worked as long as 2012. Do you believe this behavior has gone on since 2012, long before that, or?
We have reason to believe that this behavior has existed for many years. And I think giving the allegations, we're fairly confident that he's a serial assaulter.
So were any of these women allegedly threatened? Were they told, don't say anything or else? Were they threatened with physical harm?
They were threatened. I won't go into the details, but they were threatened in various methods by Mr. Robinson.
And in the complaint, there's also the allegation that they weren't paid fairly or properly,
Right.
correct?
That's correct.
Can you touch on that?
Well, for example, all of them, most of them, I would say, maybe not all of them, they worked 60 hours a week. They never got paid overtime. They were chastised by Miss Robinson if they tried to eat, if they tried to take breaks. And that's part of the allegations. Just the employer-employee relationship. They violated, we have alleged, numerous labor laws.
Thank you.
Mr. Hayden, were they essentially held prisoner in your view?
I don't want to say they were held prisoner, but I do think that they were beholden to the employer-employee relationship with the Robinsons, which left them in a conundrum of what they should do if they want to maintain their livelihood.
I might add, one of the allegations is false imprisonment. When he was committing these acts, they did not feel free to leave.
And we have a hiccup on our camera. Could you restate what you're asking for in terms of monetary relief? What are you seeking?
Well, $50 million.
How did you determine that amount?
It's just, we wanted
don't
to
worry
get
about it.
his attention. It's a serious matter, and the assaults against these 4 women was horrendous and despicable. Hence, a big number.
And just to clarify, you're seeking $50 million total or?
Total, not each claim.
Which is
Yeah,
the
50 million each,
allegations
fuck.
against his wife, and his wife is named.
Yeah, well, all the labor code violations are against her. I'm sorry. All the labor code violations are against her as well.
I think the intentional infliction of
And the
emotional
intentional
distress,
infliction of emotional distress.
hostile work environment as well.
And what can you say about what ultimately made your clients decide to quit and their ability to quit? Was that something they got pushback? Was there ever an NDA involved in any of this work?
I'm unaware of an NDA. They just finally had enough. They couldn't take it anymore. And they just collectively decided to quit.
So are you claiming that Mrs. Robinson, his wife, knew about what was going on?
Well, we believe that there was some knowledge of prior misconduct of a sexual nature against other individuals against him. And we're alleging that she was aware of that and she took no preventive action.
Did any of them, as far as you know, come forward to his wife and say what was happening?
We understand that perhaps there were situations where they were resolved informally, that she knew or should have known of the
Yeah, so they're
allegations
taking out the
being
wife
made.
too, taking him and the wife out.
I think with that, we're going to close the press conference now. Thank you.
Everybody going now.
John Harris.
Wow. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. I guess we'll have to see how he responds to the whole situation.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone, for your time.
50 million. Holy moly. We'll see his response, man. I don't know. At 80 something years old, I don't want to deal with this shit. Wow. Oh, maybe they're hoping he'll just settle. So I guess, let me see. Let's see them. Oh, yeah. So these are the victims, I guess. 3 of them here. I'm just, yeah, assuming the 3 are covered. I was just shocked when I saw this lady with the mask on. I thought she was somebody like speaking, gonna take the microphone. So 1, 2, and 3. Uh-oh, your glasses fell. Okay, 3 of them, and then 1 appeared virtually. And so there's questions about their legal status. And if you hear the verbiage that they used, you know, the whole thing of like, what they say, they were talking about, they were afraid to speak out because of their I don't know if they said status, but, and they kept trying to dance around, the Hispanics face or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then when they said getting paid under the table, that all makes sense that maybe they're undocumented. And when you look it up, I had no idea. Apparently you can get sued by an undocumented person. That's wild to me, but apparently you can. That's what it says. Smokey Robinson. Oh no, Smokey. So we'll have to see what happens in court. At 86, I ain't trying to deal with no court shit. Who knows how long that shit's gonna take, held up in the courts and stuff. I guess a lawyer's just gonna have to show up. You gotta see me in court. The lawyer's gonna have to show up for that. Everybody's talking about the India attack. I don't know. You guys want to watch that? I guess. Oh my god. I mean, I could put some of it on. I don't know what's going on. India attack.
To their people. They have to do it, sir. Their much wanted air defense systems have flopped. What is their Air Force doing? People are beginning to ask. And finally, quickly, sir, before I conclude, a message from a Baloch friend. They are there saying, thank you, India. Now
get the
leave
Baloch,
the
get
rest
the
to
others,
us.
more guests live. Okay.
Oh shit.
Pakistan has shut all its key airports. We're getting some more live visuals coming in from POJK side. Let's see the pictures, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Pakistan in a state of panic. They were not expecting this. Whatever they have right now, they've shut off their airports. They're unwilling to move. They are in a very, very strong extra defensive formation. They're trying to shut down the area which has been blasted. The biggest problem for the Pakistani military is they are not going to be able to hide the fact that they have been attacked. They could not do. They tried that in Balakot, Samar. We have not been attacked. Now the problem for these guys is that they have been attacked. They're going to have to show this to the world. They've been attacked, they've been hammered, they've been devastated. It's all in the open. And for India's Sabut gang too in India, here's the message tonight.
Yes.
Samar.
The
Pakistanis are giving the Sabut
statement that these are the visuals for the Sabut gang who had been whining like small babies, crying like stubborn people for so many years. This is your proof. You know, the Pakistan establishment had sealed off Balakot because the devastation was, on a very mass scale. They could not even show anything, and these were areas high up in the mountains. So to prove everyone a point, here the Indian Army has gone deep inside the enemy territory, struck at the target, high-value targets, and they have achieved their objective. And this is the sabut in the face of all those who had been asking for sabut, and shame on them that they had questioned the integrity of the armed forces. And this is the reply that they've got. It's been decisive.
The Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has blamed Asif Munir for the present situation, saying he is responsible for the mess. He should step aside. It is because of him that we are in this situation. This was an avoidable situation. It was a Asif Munir plan that has led to cross-border terrorism and this situation. Now, that's also to be read, General Bakshi. That's to be read. The PTI is saying that Asif Munir must take responsibility for what has happened.
Absolutely, Arnab. It is Asif Munir. You know, the plan was hatched by the Pakistani ISI's India desk. There were majors who work on it, who were in touch with Hafiz Saeed and Saif.
Okay, I don't know. So you guys want to, I don't know, you want me to start a new stream and watch some of this, or call it for now, or... I gotta go walk the dogs and stuff. Gotta walk the dogs, but, I don't even know what stream, if they're okay with me using it, or which one's a good feed to use. India. Damn, bro. Take a break. Yeah, let's take a break. Yeah, I do need to take a little break. I just don't know. I don't know if the interest is on this channel for the war stuff. Obviously, there's an interest in general, but like I don't know if this channel, if people actually want to sit there and watch that, you know. But I would be more productive taking a little break. I should take a little break and, I don't know, do a few little things, walk the dogs, do my little whatever. Big men with little pee. All right, guys, I'll hit you up later. Then we'll take a little break. All right, but thank you so much. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Is the bot still not working? Oh, the bot's not working. Bot's not working. Okay, there we go. It's working. It's working. All right, it's back. All right, guys, so we'll keep an eye on this and whatever else happens. Damn, that's crazy. War. Everybody's going to war. All right. Peace, guys. Bloop, 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 bloop.